Good afternoon, guys. So, if you've seen our previous video, we went round the Fort Santiago. But this is the next part of our day, exploring Manila.
Yes.
So, let's see what we've got to explore.
Come on.
This is the former palace of the Governors General.
Whoa.
Look, this site was, I'll read it. This site was formerly occupied by the stately residence of Captain Manuel Estacio Venegas, sorry if I said it wrong, Secretary to Governor General Diego Fajardo, I think, I don't know. Venegas died on March 7, 1660, a prisoner at Fort Santiago. His residence was confiscated and became the palace of the governors of the Philippine Islands until its destruction by the earthquake of June 3rd, 1863. These foundations, intended for the new gubernatorial palace. This C looks like a G. I'm not sure if it's gubernatorial or gubernatorial. Sorry, I was a bit unsure. Were abandoned when it was decided to make Malacanang.
She's bad at pronouncing
Malacanang.
Stop before you're insulting.
I'll take a photo. You can look at it.
Okay.
The permanent residence of the Governors General, 1936. Look, I'll show you, so you can read it and then see what I mean.
Because she can't pronounce it.
See, I can't decide. I think that might. Is it a G or a C? I think it might be a G. Yeah, it might be G. I don't know. G. So I was a little unsure. But it's a cool building. Look, let me come the other side and show you. Ooh, we'll see Jessica there. Are you ready? Palacio del Gobernador. That is a very cool building. And right opposite it, gotta have some diction, is this. Look, isn't this amazing? It's beautiful, beautiful sky. What are you doing, dude? Is this?
I probably shouldn't do that.
This is stunning.
Cultural.
You are by something cultural. See, we're right here. We're opposite this. So let's go explore and see what it is. Okay, so we've come a bit closer, and this building is the Cathedral of Manila. I'll let you see the sign so you can read it yourself. There you go. You can even scan the QR code. Yeah, but you can always scan the QR code. But it looks absolutely amazing. I don't know if we can go in it. We'll see if we can go in and have a little peek around, but I'm not sure if we'll be able to film. So it's generally not acceptable in churches, but we'll have a look. So this week we experienced some sad news. We lost a member of our family, and we're here in the cathedral in Manila, and we thought we would light a candle for him to remember him and all the good times and blessings on his family, and for all the family members that we love that are still alive and those that have passed, and for all of you as well. We're sending love to everyone. That was the most beautiful building. It was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Probably one of my favorite religious buildings that we've been to ever. It was stunning. And I think having lost someone quite important to us this week, it meant a little bit more as well, just a chance to actually pause, remember that person in our lives, and whether you believe in religion or not, it's just having a place to pause and remember someone that was very special to you. And we took the time to remember everyone that we've lost, but also those that we're sort of leaving behind for now whilst we're traveling, you know, and just wished everyone the best, didn't we? Yeah, it was a nice little emotional pause. But we can take a deep breath now. Yeah, I had a little emotional one. not bad, but yeah.
She's okay.
I am. It's not the same world without that person in it anymore. But we are now going to take a deep breath and go see if we can find either the museum or the Casa de Manila. See which we can find first.
Yep.
Let's go. Well, this is just our luck. So we've walked not very far to be fair,
Yeah.
to come and find the Museo de that was terrible pronunciation. Museo de Intramuros. Basically the museum of this area, and we really wanted to come and see it and learn a little bit more about it. We finally found the entrance. We found another family who was struggling to find the entrance as well. But the reason why we were struggling is because
It's closed for cleaning on Mondays.
on Mondays they're closed for cleaning. Which is really sad because we walked all this way to come and find it.
On a Monday.
And we happen to be here on a Monday. So we have two
This is
choices.
not my fault.
No, it wasn't your fault. Why would it be your fault?
Because we stopped in the cafe and I wanted
It's fine. We needed lunch. It's not a problem. I don't know why you think it's your fault. It really, it's not at all. I don't know what she's worried about. Maybe because she took time to have an extra slice of cheesecake. But it was red velvet cheesecake.
I mean, that was why I thought it would be my fault
Don't be silly.
for taking
We're on holiday, dude. We're good. Red velvet cheesecake, like
Yum.
next tier up, dude. Anyway,
Uh-huh.
so
Yum.
we have two choices. We can either come back into Manila another day to do the museum, which is more money, which is okay. But if we do everything else that we kind of want to do, then we probably will unfortunately miss this. But if we don't do everything we want to do, then we'll definitely come back another day and we'll make sure to have that. So, pretty nice. That was very close to my ear. Dude. Right. Let's see how the rest of the day goes. I think the next hope, as long as it's not closed for cleaning on Mondays, is the Casa de Manila. 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 Don't know why I keep saying Manila. I think it's because we're in the Spanishy area and I keep going to pronounce things in like a Spanishy way. Lo siento.
We're going. Anyways,
I've got the map, dude.
I have Google Maps
I got the money.
and you wouldn't leave me.
Of course I wouldn't. As if I would ever leave her. Beautiful she is. Keep the camera on me, I'll be
Question.
embarrassing, Mum.
Question. Which one was worse? Me screaming your ear or me poking your the armpit?
Probably the opposite. This is a bit sweat. Stop it! I'll take you back to the dungeons. Right,
You didn't even take me there.
I'll take you in though.
No, you
Right,
won't.
let's go find, fingers crossed, Casa de Manila.
Bye.
Bye! Drink break in aircon. Or a big fan anyway. Look what
Speaking
Jessie's
of
got
fan.
because she's hot.
I'm boiling hot and it's really effective. Wait, why do you say it looks dark blue? I promise it's turquoise.
It's like a jadey green with dark
see it?
blue and pink. It
Why
is
does
very
that
beautiful.
look dark blue?
It's just the
See
light.
that colour of this strand?
This one, yeah.
That's the same colour as this and the middle.
Yeah. It's like a
For
jadey
some
green.
reason it looks dark blue and pink.
So, we have discovered a problem,
What?
which is very frustrating.
Annoyingly.
Is that when I searched this up, I saw it was closed, but I was looking on a Sunday, and I made an assumption, which is a very bad thing to do, that it was closed because it was Sunday. But apparently they're closed on Mondays as well for cleaning. So, we were heading to Casa Manila, and we stopped for a drink break because Jess was really hot. And it's important to drink a lot in the heat. And it's closed apparently, according to Google. So we'll walk that way and double check, but I have a feeling it will be closed. Which is very
Google's pretty
frustrating.
accurate.
So I think we will have to get probably a way to come back here in a couple of days, tomorrow or the next day, see how we feel. And then, well, it is, but it is lovely here, so it's not a bad thing. And it is quite late in the day here. We spent a reasonable time at Fort Santiago.
There's quite a lot to explore there.
And there's a lot to explore around here. So we're going to head, hopefully, to a plaza. We're not going to tell you what it's called, because this is a surprise for when we get there for someone very particular in our lives. We'll tell you when we're there.
Uh-huh. Remember.
She's remembered. She's like,
I was like,
are we?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. We literally just had that conversation before we turned the camera.
Well, I forgot.
I think the heat.
Pretty easily.
Oh, I don't know if we can use this with the music in the background. We'll see.
If we can. Yay!
If you can't, you'll never see it.
Oh.
That's the way it goes. But yeah, it's just frustrating when things like this happen. But luckily, we didn't leave it till last minute. Although, if we'd left it till last minute, it wouldn't be closed. That's what we get for trying to be organised. See, last minute works, dude. I thought you do a lot today. I don't know why. Dude. My princess. My beautiful baby girl.
Stop.
Dude is better, I think. Alright. Well,
I know you.
if this is copyright, you'll see this. If not, it will go on the cutting room floor. Let's go. Okay, so we walked past the museum that we were going to go to. We were on our way towards Casa Manila, which is the house museum here. But it's closed on Mondays. So, Joy, we are going to have to come into Central Manila another day, I think, in order to catch these things. But we have come here, which is the Church of San Augustine. It is the oldest church, stone church, in the Philippines. Plans were approved for construction approved in 1586 and construction started 1587. It survived every earthquake from 1645 up to the present day, even surviving the British invasion in 1762. It has 68 carved molave seats, sorry, with Nara inlays. But yeah, just a fascinating place, to be honest. What was this? Terms for the American occupation of Manila were prepared in the vestry of the church in 1898. Wow. And the first Philippine plenary council was held here in 1953. It was chosen as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in 1993.
Wow.
Which, as Jessica keeps reminding me,
She was alive then.
I was alive in 1993.
Haha.
She's wearing a 1998 shirt today. I was definitely alive then. But yes, I was alive in 1993. She's wearing a 1998 shirt, so you know, I was definitely alive then. But look how beautiful this is.
So was I. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Right.
I was born in the 2000s.
Let's see whether we can show you inside. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
So we'll see. So we think we may have made it to the square that we were looking for, but it doesn't seem to have the name on it that we were looking for. But according to the map, this is it. We're not 100%. But look what we did find. It's fascinating. It's really sad, but good that it's being remembered, I guess. This amazing memorial. This is dedicated to the innocent victims of war. And there is an explanation here, which we'll let you read. I'm not going to pause on it because it's not necessarily the nicest, but you know, war and things aren't the nicest. So if watching it with your children, it's up to you if you zoom in on that one or not. But it is real and it is fascinating. It's been one of those days where I think we've really felt the English part in everything here, but also just how senseless war is, and that it's the victims of war that make it so sad. There was a line in a TV show once that I always remember. I think it may have been Buffy, maybe a long time ago, and it said the thing about casualties is that it makes them just sound so casual, like they didn't matter. Like all the people that are memorialized there we'll never really know their names, but they all had a life, maybe a child, maybe a mom, a dad maybe, or 2 moms, 2 dads, you know, etc. They had family. They had a life that they were living, and this was taken from them, and sometimes really horrific things were done along the way. And I think it just makes us very grateful for each other and the life that we're leading, like now and always, you know. We're not always doing these amazing grand adventures, but our life is good, you know, and we're very lucky and very blessed to have it. So maybe just take a minute and have a think about your life and appreciate it. Yeah. Okay, so we were on the inside of this place, and it did affect us quite a bit actually, but we came here because of this reason, and I'm really glad we did, because we wouldn't have known what it actually was. But we came here because it's called, oh, you can't see it that way, bear with me, Plazuela de Santa Isabel. And why is that important to us?
Because one of my cousins is called Isabel.
Yeah.
And she likes to go by Isabel.
Yeah, my niece, Jessica's cousin, is called Isabel, and this is how her name is spelt. She goes by Izzy, but this is her actual name, even when she doesn't always admit it. But
if you're watching this, please don't be mad at me. Alright.
I think she doesn't mind when it's in Spain or places with Spanish influence, but in the UK she prefers to be known by Izzy.
Please don't
But
be mad at us.
we walked here because it said Isabel. But by doing that, we found this amazing place, which we didn't know what it was. We just knew it was a square of Isabel. And it was just this amazing moment. So thank you, Izzy. And if you do come to Manila, do come see this place. It's very interesting, isn't it? Hi guys. So been a little bit of a challenge. Basically, my phone is running out of battery because we've used it for filming and stuff all day, and my data package that we have ran out. Didn't warn me, just ran out.
Just went, bye, I'm gonna go have a nap. Toodles.
So then we ended up with no data, couldn't use it at all. Nowhere seems to have Wi-Fi, every cafe, everything. So we kept going in and going, hi, if we buy something, do you have Wi-Fi? And they were like, no. We're like, I just need Wi-Fi so that I can buy more data. Very frustrating. So we've had to walk all the way back to Fort Santiago to the cafe that we were in, which is called Bean Leaf. It's very good. Look, it's right behind us. Here we go. Go check it out. Good cafe. So we've had to walk all the way back here because we were on their Wi-Fi earlier, just to connect to the Wi-Fi to purchase the data on my AirSIM. Then, because my phone is running out of battery completely, it's like on 1 or 2% now, we've had to swap my SIM to Jessica's phone, which we're currently filming on. And we've decided we're going to be brave, because we're still okay. We're going to walk 23 minutes now to the LRT. She's less up for it. I'm completely up for it. 23 minutes to the LRT, which should be around 20 pesos each to get us back to Makati. No idea how long we've got to walk from the other end, but we'll work that out. Listen, if we have to get a grab the other end, we get a grab the other end. In fact, we might download the app now before we go, just in case. But at least that's like 20 pesos. The reason why I'm a little bit more like is because we caught a grab here, which was like 415 pesos or something, and I was like, that's okay, you know, that's like 560, something like that, so that's no problem. And then like 920 odd got charged to my card, and I was like, huh? That's like over double the price. Why have we added like a 550 peso charge? And it, no, I do know. It turns out it was a toll road, and like no one warned me that that was a toll that we were going to be taking. They didn't ask, is it okay if we go by this? And it was more than the charge of the grab there. Like, I don't mind like a 50, 100 peso toll. I get that. Like, yeah, okay, there's a toll road. But no one said, by the way, if we take this road, we'll be like doubling at least the charge of your thing. So what was supposed to be like £5.60 went up to like 14 quid. 14 pounds. Sorry. Why those faces? You'll regret them later. So it did sour the taste a little. You know, it was supposed to be a reason. Even then, I was like, £6 to get here. It's quite a lot, but you know, we were up a bit later because we were waiting up last night because it was Jessica's dad's birthday. And happy birthday, Daddy! Yeah, happy birthday to her daddy. So you know, we were waiting up for him to finish work so that we could bring him. Who works on your birthday? Come on, he's too special to work on his birthday, right? But it was very frustrating. So we went to bed a bit later, which meant we got out a bit later, which is fine. So we decided, you know what, we'll just catch the grab here. And then it was a lot more than I intended. So let's walk the 23 minutes.
Hopefully.
We'll get there. Now we've got mobile data. To go to the LRT. Besides, I like taking the local transport. And make our way back to Makati. Let's go. Okay, so it's been a bit of an adventure. Everyone tries to help you, but sometimes they make it worse. So we were following Google, which said go to the LRT and then you can get down towards Makati. Yes. And we were right, but this guard saw us and was like, where are you going, where are you going? And we were like, oh, you know, we're heading into Makati. And he was like, no, you can't get there, you can't get there, you have to go MRT, not LRT. And we were like, what? And so he got up on our phone the MRT line, which turns out was like another half-hour walk. Look at her face. She is not up for walking. Jessica's got plantar fasciitis. She's got sore feet. And so... And a stitch. I don't know why. So we then tried to get one of the local buses, and apparently even though it said kind of the area we wanted on the side, apparently it wasn't going there. And everyone was trying to point to a different one, but that one wasn't going there either, and we couldn't work it out. And because we're running on Jess's phone, we can't order a Grab. So we're having to take local transport, which is fine. I like the local transport, but Jess is not feeling it at this time of night. So anyway, we gave up. We went up to the LRT just because we were like, well, we don't know what else to do. We need to do something. And the sort of tricycle guys will charge us an absolute fortune. So we went up. Oh, sorry. Okay, we've got to keep going. Good morning, guys. So I got cut off when I was speaking at the train station yesterday, and we did film a little recap for you, but
it was 17 minutes.
It was 17 minutes,
like
and
normal.
We were bored listening to it back, if I'm honest. But also, I think we were just so tired and so like about everything that it kind of turned into this massive waffle and ramble. So we thought we'd tell you a little bit more this morning and make it shorter. So basically, you know, the sum of it yesterday was that people were trying to help us, but yeah, we needed to get to the MRT in order to get home.
Somewhere.
But we were right. The LRT, where we were, you can catch a train to the MRT.
Yay.
And then you can get back to where we needed. So, you know, we were right. And eventually we went up the stairs and we just had a go. And we found so many helpful people up there, didn't we?
Uh-huh.
They were so sweet. They were like, because we were just there going.
I just did this.
Looking very lost. Yeah.
P.S.
We were doing that British thing like.
In the first
We're not British,
half
but foreigner.
of the thing, it looks like I'm crying. I'm not, I'm just sweaty.
Yeah, we were so sweaty. It was really humid yesterday.
And I'm struggling to even walk to the bathroom this morning.
Her feet hurt. To explain, yeah. She has got plantar fasciitis. I'm probably saying it wrong. But, like, the arch under her feet are hurting. And, honestly, we did, like... Our feet hurt more than when we did Disney. Yeah. We walked
my feet were, like,
so much yesterday, didn't we?
Kind of sore at Disney. But now my feet are, like... I can't even walk to the bathroom.
We walked yesterday. Like, I genuinely think we did a minimum of 20,000 steps.
I crawled to the bathroom this morning. I literally on my hands and knees going.
We did a lot. But Anyway, we did make it back to
Finally.
the closest MRT, which was the Ayala, something like that. Sorry, my pronunciation's terrible. And then it turns out it's a 30 to 35 minute walk from there to where we're staying, which we didn't realise. So we thought, fine, we'll grab a taxi, or a bus or something. So we walked downstairs. Come here. We walked downstairs. We were at the Glorietta Mall, and we thought, we'll walk down. There's buses and taxi sign over there, no problem.
And there was a dude being a big.
There was a really rude guy, sexy rude, as in he was like, "Come home with me, mama." He was just horrible.
And I just did this.
Yeah, and then he was like, "I apologize, I didn't mean it." And I was like...
I was so close to go,
He was
hey,
really
Mum, could you
rude.
swear at him for me?
No, I don't swear at you. I just flat out ignored him. I was like, whatever, all he wants is attention, so I'm just going to ignore him.
I just glared at him. I was like... He was like, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, kidding, and then as we were leaving, started it up again and started trying to laugh with his friends about it. I was like, whatever. You're not worth my time.
I was literally like this.
But anyway, we could not find the right bus. It was us. We didn't understand it. And then, for the love of everything, could not find a taxi.
And I slept 8 hours. I was that tired.
Anyway, let's carry on. Otherwise, this will be 20 minutes again. So we couldn't find the taxi. So we went back into the Glorietta Mall, which was shutting. Luckily managed to find a toilet because we were both a little bit desperate by then. And then we thought, well, the other option is, because we couldn't order a Grab because my phone died and I'd had to put my AirSIM in Jessica's phone. And so we were using that. But then I couldn't order a Grab because it needed to confirm my number. And I couldn't because I was on her number, and it was just a pain. So anyway, so we thought, we looked up, and apparently there was a shop nearby that was open that sold power banks. So we thought, because our power banks died for some reason. So we thought, fine, we'll walk there. That's the next best solution. And then we can charge my phone, order a Grab. That'll be fine. We eventually get there. Turns out, Google's wrong. The shop didn't shut at 10. It shut at 9, and it was 9:20. And it was inside the mall, which shut at 9. But
well, actually, it shut at 10, but it was inside the mall.
No, I think it shut at 9. The guard, bless him, outside was like, no, it shuts at 9. I was like, but Google says 10. And it even said, still open. Very frustrating. Anyway, we managed to find a metered taxi and we called it back. And the guy was lovely. He was talking to me all about the economic trading of rice between Vietnam.
I don't know what economic means.
Money.
The money between Vietnam and Philippine rice.
The environment of money and stuff. Yeah, anyway.
Huh?
But yeah, he was talking about how 2,000 years ago, Philippines schooled Vietnam on agricultural rice growing, and now it's the other way around or something. I'm not sure. Something about 1993. He was so sweet and seems to really know his stuff. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about these subjects to be able to have a helpful conversation back. So I was like, oh, yeah. Oh, You know, when you sort of have no idea what the conversation's about and you're like,
And he was like, baby, you like rice? You like rice, baby?
Yeah, he was calling you baby.
Like a little baby.
Yeah.
Because I was a kid.
He's like, hey, baby, do you like rice?
Just so you know, not...
He was so sweet, though,
If anyone's
wasn't he?
thinking that, no.
He was really sweet. He was a nice guy. So we made it back to the mall, and honestly, all we did was come in, collapse in the shower, because we were filthy, weren't we? We were sweaty, we were dirty from the city. And something about dirt in the city. Somehow you're sort of even dirty under your socks and shoes, and you're like, how, they've been under socks and shoes all day. But it is a different kind of dirt. We still adore a city, love a city, but there is a sort of dirt that comes with it.
My feet were soaked from sweat.
It wasn't a pleasant experience.
Yeah.
But she's even got
what they smell like. Massage gun, but I took
taken the end off. But she's got the massage gun out.
I was gonna try
to try and help her feet. But we had a shower. We luckily had some cheese ramen in the cupboard, so because we were not going out anyway. So we got the cheese ramen made, sat down, ate that, put the end of a movie on, because the apartment we're staying on has Disney Plus and YouTube. So, you know, watch us on YouTube, guys. Like and subscribe, share with your friends. But yeah, we just chilled and then we just collapsed into bed. So this morning, all we've done is get up, have a bowl of cereal, and I'm now editing videos because this is going to go into the video I'm about to put out.
And I am trying to fix how my feet.
Yeah. And then later today, we're going to try some laundry because I'm not going to do it the night before we leave again.
What, like normal?
Like normal. I'm not. I'm going to do it in advance this time.
Massage.
So yeah, so we're going to try and do some laundry later today. And then we will have to go get some food for lunch and dinner because we didn't buy too much at the supermarket. We didn't want to be left with a load of food. So we do need like another day and a half, 2 days worth.
Whoa.
But we might just buy out, like get a Jollibee or something. So. All right, we're at 8 minutes. That's it. We gotta go. It's better than 20. So be glad we refilmed it. This is us having a chill day. All right. No. Go on, try it. Goodbye, guys. No, don't do that. The double chin will flap away. Right. See you in the next video.
Bye.
Like and subscribe.